loves, welcome back to Kara's Love Techniques. I am Coach Kara and we are here with another relationship video. I thank you so much for joining me, my new and old subscribers. So today we're talking about sexual confidence. All right, and I want to touch on just a few of those areas or situations that you may struggle with, so that you'll know how to navigate going forward, okay? We're talking about sexual confidence as far as, how you look, your outward appearance. All right, you may lack esteem or whatever. We're going to touch on that, as well as your skills or lack of experience. And then other things that may hinder you from being confident while being sexual or experiencing sex, such as depression, pregnancy, etc. Okay, so let's get started. So firstly, I want to talk about meeting someone for the first time and wanting to experience what sex is like with this individual. However, you may have some reluctance due to your poor confidence. It may be due to the way you look, to your appearance, the way you think that you appear. So here's the thing, when it comes to being active with someone for the first time, or it may not be the first time, it could be someone that you've already been with before, and this is like, coming back to where you guys used to be. Whatever. Here's what, guys. When someone chooses you to be their sex partner, they're choosing you because they're accepting and they're choosing to do so, which means if they already know what you look like, then they approve. Okay? So the apprehension comes from you. Your poor esteem or lack of confidence or whatever it is that you got going on, it really doesn't matter when the other person is interested in you. Okay? So as long as the other individual is willing to engage in this amazing act, then so shall it be. That right there should boost your confidence enough. The fact that someone actually wants to be sexually active with you, regardless of how you look or how you think you appear to them. It really doesn't matter because, hey, they're willing to have a good time with you. And you should look at it as that. Nothing more. Don't try to overthink it. Oh, well, maybe they're used to this type of person. It doesn't matter. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not judgmental. Maybe they don't think about those sorts of things. So, yeah, just kind of like go with the flow. Allow that to be. But you don't want your confidence to be based solely on what someone else thinks about you. You don't. You seriously need to work on that. Whatever it is, if you feel like you need to lose weight or, I don't know, whatever your issue, your concern is, well, you should probably deal with it in a healthy way. I'm not talking about surgery or anything like that, no. But deal with it in a very healthy manner, something that's going to take you to a place of feeling comforted within, okay? That inner comfort, all right? So moving right along to just having not the best confidence when it comes to experience. You may not have a whole lot of experience or not at all. Maybe the person that you're about to engage with has had a lot of experience or maybe not at all. And we all, truth be told, most people don't talk about this, but we all have some sort of, nervousness when we're about to engage with someone new. Or it's going to be our first time with someone new. And the reason that is because, well, you may not know what it is that they're interested in. Well, this is where you do your homework, my love. You ask them. I would actually ask beforehand. How do you like it? How do you like to be touched? Do you like it this way? Are you more of a slow or rabbit fast type person? What's your style? What is it that you like? Ask questions when you don't know. And then this way you can kind of have it in your mind of how you should act accordingly. There are tons of videos out there to assist you with that if you don't know. And even when the time comes, ask the person, okay, how do you want it? How fast you ask? I mean, I know it shouldn't feel like it's a teacher, but you don't make it feel like that. You know, there's a sexy way of saying, so do you like it hard or do you like it rough? You know, there's a way you can navigate that into the situation without making it seem like you need to be taught. You understand what I'm saying? So when in doubt, ask. But ask in a way that's like, hey, you know, I'm here to satisfy you. What do you like? We're all different. And if this person has lots of experience or have had several encounters, well, then they'll understand, because it's like, hey, I don't want you to just all over me and then that's not what I wanted. No. The idea is to be pleased. It's called pleasure, right? So yeah, so if your confidence is not where it needs to be, put it there. Simply ask. There's no shame in that. It doesn't mean that you don't have the experience. Even the most experienced people, trust, fail because they don't ask. Okay? So the best thing that you can do is kind of include them in what it is that how you want that process to take place. Okay? All right. And lastly, this confidence, sexual confidence, is a little more deep. Okay? So we're talking about perhaps you just had a child and, you know, you're feeling some kind of way, you're not as you used to be, or you're experiencing some sort of anxiety or depression. Perhaps you just lost your job and you're kind of in a funk, you know, you're not really in the mood and you've been that way for a little minute. So here's what, guys. If you present me with a problem, I will present you with a solution. There is a solution and choices to all of these concerns, okay? This is an area we do not want to wallow in for any length of time. You want to kind of get out of this situation as soon as possible. So when you have a partner who's not really pressuring you, it's just that, you know, he or she have needs, and he kind of went into this thing like, hey, you know, we were doing this before, and then now it's like kaput, you know, it's like halted. It's a little concerning because not only are they afraid, maybe not afraid, but just concerned that you may never get out of this funk. What can they do about that? And it's not so much about their needs because, you know, they want to be as respectful as possible, at least at first, until they become impatient because you've been wallowing and feeding this darkness and this negativity for so long versus trying to seek some sort of therapy, some sort of counsel, find a new job, work out, whatever the case may be. Again, where there's a problem, there's a solution. And one of the best solutions is, even if it's just temporary or just 5 minutes, okay, 10 minutes, that your person wants to engage in sexual activity with you, to heighten those endorphins, to get your body going, to take you to that happy place of pleasure. If they're trying to get you there, take it. It's a moment for your body to escape that heaviness that you've inhabited. Okay? It's a few minutes for you to get out of that darkness. Okay? Your person still sees you as attractive. They still sees you as someone that they love. They still see you and they want to touch you and engage with you. Okay? So this is what you have to take into account. Now, when they stop doing that, when your person is no longer attracted to you and they begin to ignore you, regardless of whatever it is that you have going on, and begin to do their own thing, that's when you should be worried. Not when they're wanting to do so. Again, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, allow your body to engage in that, experience those moments of pleasure. You'll be amazed at what wonders it can do for you. Hell, it may be the one thing that brings you out of that funk to get you back. You know, sort of like a reality check. We don't want to sit in a place that's not going to, it's not counterproductive to anything. You know, it's unhealthy. So if your person is trying to engage with you, sexually, just, I understand you may feel the way you feel, but just think of how it can make you feel better. That's what we're looking at here. Don't look at the positive. Well, this and that. Okay, so do something about that so you can get back into your relationship. And if you're not in a relationship, do something about it so it doesn't affect your future relationships. And when you do come back to this place, this negative space, you'll know how to solve that. Okay? And then continually work on it if it's going to be an ongoing concern. You see what I'm saying? Okay, guys. I think that's all I have. So if you have any further concerns with your sexual life, your sex active, your sex, whatever, confidence, all that stuff, you need to talk more about it. I'm here for you. All of my information will be linked down below. And yeah, hopefully this has been insightful for you. But that is all for now, my loves. Until next time.